Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nuzlocke. Today we're on Twitch. I'm not usually streaming on Twitch for these Nuzlocks, but we're on Twitch, so the chat might be a little bit more quiet today for those of you watching in the future. Just because obviously more people on YouTube know me from Pokemon than people on Twitch, so I expect to have like a third as many people watching. The chat's gonna be a little bit quieter, a little bit more chill. That is the nature of the beast. That was my Windows noise, not yours. I'm sorry, I didn't realize my controller was not turned on still. Okay, so I can move? Okay, cool. Okay, let's have a little refresher on the party. So we got Big Man Kev out front. He's very reliable. Real quick, can you guys look up what the levels are of our rival in this fight? And you know what? I gotta go take Meowth off my team. I forgot I don't need him here. I should probably have something more useful. Yeah, like we don't have Graveler on our team right now, and Graveler's one of our best Pokemon. So I know he opens with Pidgeotto, so I'm thinking Graveler first.
Wonderful.
Oh, thank you, Lord Dewar, for the Twitch Prime sub. I hope you enjoy your emotes of my face. Hi, future Millie. I don't really care to watch the Nuzlocke VODs on YouTube, and you're not here to say hi to your future self. I love that. Yeah, Millie's always in the comment section saying hi to her future self. If I ever upload a video on my side streaming YouTube channel thing, and I see that it has like 10 views, because it just went up, but it's already got 15 comments, I know that means that Millie girl watched it. 20 to 25? Oh, we're ready for that then. Let's do it. I thought he was a higher level than... No, he's a lower level than Erica. No, that's right. Sorry, I do these challenges all the time, but I don't really remember their levels most of the time, you know? That's just not something I pay super close attention to. I also play so many Pokemon games back to back that I don't really remember what levels are from what. I should probably... I gotta have like a wiki up next to me just to like double check this shit. But, oh, I don't like Sand Attack. Rock Throw is not an accurate move in the first place. Oh, man! That was so close to a one-shot. Any casualties so far? Yes. Okay, we lost two Pokemon. We lost a Diglett who was about to evolve, which was brutal. Because that Diglett, it was like he was so close to evolving, and it was 100% my fault. It was just, I looked at the chat, I was responding to a comment while I was grinding. I didn't realize I got crit. Okay, I want to switch to get rid of the accuracy drop, but I couldn't really super safely switch into anything. You know, I've only taken one Sand Attack. There's only a 25% accuracy drop. I'm gonna just commit to Magnitude. Or Rock Throw? I mean, both would be super effective, but I'm gonna do Magnitude. Oh, he's got Metal Claw. I mean, he didn't do that much. Oh, but he just got an attack boost. This is bad. I thought that missed for a second. Okay, okay, no, we're good. Okay. If I had to stay in against him, that'd be bad, but no, we hit. If I may humbly ask so that I can return to this VOD if I ever forget, what exactly does a Nuzlocke entail? I know that you can't use a Pokemon ever again if you get knocked out. Okay, so I'm gonna just run it down real quick for people who don't know the rules of a Nuzlocke. So if you just Google search Nuzlocke rules, you'll get the Nuzlocke University, and it has the classic rules, which is what we're doing today. It's my first Nuzlocke, so I'm just going classic rules. Classic rules Nuzlocke. It's, if a Pokemon faints, you either have to release it or box it forever. You're acting like it's basically dead. 2, you can only catch the first Pokemon that you see on a route. So, if the first Pokemon you run into on Route 1 is Rattata, you can catch that Rattata, but if you accidentally make it faint, you don't get anything on that route. Now, there's a dupe clause, which is if it's a Pokemon that you've already caught before, you can catch the next one instead, or, you don't need to catch a duplicate. And there's a shiny clause. If there's a shiny, you're always allowed to catch it. And the last rule of the main rules is you have to nickname all your Pokemon to get more attached to them. I think that rule is very stupid, because nicknaming a Pokemon has never made me get attached to them. However, I do that rule because I can just name it after the chat, which is what I would be doing anyway. All right, well, I fell asleep, but I still got the knockout in one turn there. Kadabra. Now, I think my best answer for Kadabra is Cobalt, who I don't like that he's a little underleveled, but I can switch to Big Man Kev if I need to. But Cobalt is a very good special defense tank, and he's got good attack as well. So I feel like this is a really good counter. I can just headbutt. His confusion isn't gonna do anything. Yeah. Okay, I'm a higher level than him anyway. Yeah, my headbutt's gonna do great damage. You bitch, you disabled my headbutt. Okay. Will you use repels to catch Articuno in the ice cave? No, I don't think I'm gonna bother with legendaries. Sounds like stress in the form of a children's game. Oh wait, that's Mario Party. I like Mario Party. Oh, cool. He confused him, or he got confused there. I didn't even notice that. It's not really like you remember what levels they are when you just need to overlevel Sunkern to have a chance to win. Yeah, exactly, right? When my job is massively overlevel a Sunkern so that I can win a fight in 1 million tries, then you don't really need to pay super close attention to their levels, like overall. You don't need to know their level going into the fight, I think is the better way to put it. You don't need to know their level going into the fight, because you just save before the fight, you try the fight, you see how it goes, and then if you need to level up, you need to level up. That's not how it is in a Nuzlocke. In a Nuzlocke, you need to know what you're fighting before you do the fight, otherwise it's very dangerous. Okay, I'm gonna Leech Seed, because I think I'm gonna have to switch here. And I wanna, like, guarantee... Oh, I am super switching now. Thank you, Forbidden Spell, for the 14-month resub. Forbidden Spell, didn't I name one of my RimWorld people after you? I think I may have. Yeah, I absolutely need to switch. I'm gonna put in Kev. I feel like that's a safe one. Yeah, they have a lot of variations in Nuzlocke. There's like hardcore Nuzlocks and stuff. Me and Utopia Pills in the chat there, we're thinking of doing a Soul Lock one day. Okay, I'm gonna Fly, because he's gonna take more damage that way. Not only because Fly is a higher damage move, oh nice, but also because the Leech Seed is gonna hurt him while I'm in the air. There we go, that's a win. Oh, we had some little close calls there. Is there a cap on leveling in a Nuzlocke? Not in classic rules, no, but in harder core, because obviously people have Nuzlocked for a long time now, and so people have come up with harder and harder versions of the rule set. In harder, when you start looking at how to make the rule set harder, one of the most common things people do is a level cap. And typically that level cap, from what I've seen, is not leveling up higher than the highest level Pokemon of the next major fight. So not like random trainers on routes, you know, major fights like gym leaders, your rival, Giovanni, you know, stuff like that. The background music's hilarious with the confused Gyarados. Yeah. That's a Water Onyx I'll have, you know? I know my Pokemon. See, this is the perfect music while my whole team dies. Still, only 2 Pokemon have fainted so far, and no party wipes. Well, obviously no party wipes, if only 2 Pokemon have fainted, so... I mean, I guess he could fail at the very beginning of the game. That'd be crazy. Okay, hold on, how many Pokeballs do I have? Okay, I've got 9 Great Balls, 3 Pokeballs, that's plenty. Don't worry, I'm not gonna forget to nickname the thing. I remember that. Also, thank you, Cobalt Codex, for gifting 5 subs. Congratulations to everyone who just got those subs. I hope you enjoy using the emotes of my face. Also, I still believe in Joe Henry. Yeah, me too. I've been watching him forever. I remember when he had brown hair. I remember his first TNA run. Okay, I feel like I could very safely not make them faint with... Okay, hold on. I was gonna say I could very safely not make them faint with Ember. But that's not necessarily true. No, I'm gonna go Milligirl on this. Because I want to put it to sleep. Because, like, what if I used Ember to will it down, and then it ended up getting burned? Then I got a time limit. Okay, it's make or break. This is the first encounter in here. I catch this Ghastly, or I never get to catch a Ghastly. Fuck. Oh, God, no, don't curse me, you asshole. I'm gonna have to switch because of that. They can't curse when it would make them faint, right? I'm, like, pretty sure the game works that way. Okay, I'm gonna switch to visual stuff. Okay, no, this is okay. This is okay. He's got half health and he's asleep. There's a pretty good chance I just catch him here. They can make themselves faint from curse? Oh, God. Okay. Crisis averted. Great time for that song to end, by the way. Okay, so I'm spelling it shadow, but it has a 4 instead of an A. Should I caps lock it? Would that look less weird? You know what? I'm gonna caps lock it. I think that would look less weird. Yeah, that does look less weird. Now, if only I could fit the hedgehog. Where's the button? Where's the button?
Bet I can smash that.
There we go. That's what Shadow has to say about this. Wish this was Heart Gold and you could name a Murkrow Jim Crownet. Oh my god. That'd be great. Hey Cody, how's it going? Oh yeah, didn't you DM me on Instagram or something? Sorry, I got a notification like ages ago that I got that, and then I don't think I ever got around to reading it and replying. Sorry, I've been so fucking busy the last couple months. God, how bad would it have been if he used curse twice? In this case, wouldn't it be Maria because she's a ghost? Oh, hold on, that's a good point. Do I have Maria on this? I don't think I have Maria on the soundboard. Oh no!
Maria.
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 Maria. Sorry, I love that clip. Recently retired from wrestling. That's a bummer, but I hope you did it for you, you know? As long as you think it was the right choice. Oh, I don't follow you on Insta? I will next time I open the app. Oh yeah, oh, you know what? Do I want to put that on my team? Is that from Silent Hill? No. I used it in my speedruns of Silent Hill 2, though, when I used to speedrun that game. No, that's a voice clip from Shadow the Hedgehog. Well, actually, I think it was recorded for Sonic Adventure 2. It's just also in Shadow the Hedgehog. Twiggy can't beat Stadium Round 2 with rentals. Dude, it's so hard. I couldn't beat Pokemon Stadium Round 2 with rentals either. I mean, you probably watched the Let's Play. We couldn't do it. We had to use Pokemon like from Pokemon. Like we had to custom train a team for that because it was so unbelievably difficult. No, Round 2 is brutal and the rentals are not great. That's hard to do. You know, treasure train success. What the fuck is a treasure train? Is that different from a hype train? Such strong support. Treasure train completed. Level 2, 78%, 6 subs. Man, I hate YouTube, but I also hate Twitch. But I also hate you to open to see your reward hype chest. What is this? I got frog wow emote. I fucking promise you, on the life of everyone I know and love, I will never use the frog wow emote in my life. I will forget tomorrow that I have the frog wow emote. I couldn't possibly care less. Oh my god, Twitch. Yeah, who would I even replace on my team with Ghastly? because I really like Ghastly. Oh, Impossible Evolutions. I turned that on. You guys all asked for me to turn that on. I turned it on. I guess we don't know for sure that it worked yet, but it didn't break the save or anything, so we're good. I made a backup of the ROM just in case, but no, it looks like we're good. Everything seems to be running fine. I don't see any glitches. I guess I could get rid of one of the psychic types, but like they both have their own individual values. Cobalt is my counter to Alakazam because he's special defense tank who's good physically. And he's psychic, so psychic moves aren't going to do much to him. Oh, you got these two from a shared chat stream, and I hate that they're not synced up. Dude, that's brutal. Oh. Sorry, trying to wake my back up a little bit. Okay. Maybe we just roll with this for now. And I'm going to use this as a way to level up Cobalt and Cool Spot. Because this is a great place to gain some levels on on psychic types, on a Ghastly. Because, like, yeah, I'm weak to Lick, but Lick's not very strong at all. Chat, remind me, Drowsy, what's his defense? Like, what's his base defense? I think he's more of a special defense Pokemon, but I'm curious. Surprised you still have your starter, didn't box him yet. I love that you know that. No, I mean, I feel like it's my first ever Nuzlocke. I'd be crazy to box him, right? I want to fight the trainers, actually. Let's get some more experience. So what's the next major battle? I guess it's the Poison Gym. What level are the Pokemon in the Poison Gym? I want to say it's like low to mid 30s. So we might actually need a decent bit of experience before we commit to that. And leveling up the psychic types before that, definitely a good idea. Yeah, that's true. Ghastlys are not good physical attackers. Silent Hill 2 speed run. I never saw a playlist of that on your channel. Oh, it should be a playlist, I think. I think I have a playlist for it. He didn't box his starter in the Moon playthrough, so he might be changing it for the best. You don't know that. What if we get to the very end of the game and right before the Elite Four, I release my starter? You can't rule it out. You remember in the Pokemon X Let's Play when they were giving me a Nugget and a Master Ball? I picked the Nugget over the Master Ball. They gave me both anyway, so I threw away the Master Ball. And then I think I threw away the Nugget too. I didn't even sell it. And then I bought 99 Ice Heals. Oh, that was a fun playthrough. You never know. What if I got frozen, like, a lot? What if I got frozen a lot? That game gives you such an excessive amount of money. It's unreal. I don't think you could ever run out. You'd have to be trying. Come on, man. Yeah, Spite's failing, because I haven't done anything but hit myself. There we go. Oh my god. See suggested collaborators for you here. Discover streamers that we think you'd love collaborating with. Personalized recommendations to raid, knock, or plan your next collab, all while you're live. Brother, I don't think I'm gonna figure that out live. I don't think I'm gonna pause my stream to go look up strangers to collaborate with. I don't think I'm gonna go to a stranger's stream, go knocking on streamer's door, and say, hey, can I just mosey in on your shit? I'd be pissed if someone did that to me. Twitch, what are you on? Who wouldn't think that's rude as fuck? Sorry, this is like a pop-up I got on Twitch just now on my other monitor. The hell? Don't get me wrong, I really like the collaborative streaming with a shared chat thing on Twitch. I think it's a really cool feature. I do that with my friends. I share the chat and do shared streams with my friends, not fucking strangers. That's crazy. Hey, we evolved, and I didn't reflexively keep him from evolving this time. You asked what level Koga's Pokemon are, so here, his ace is wheezing at 43. That's quite the level jump. Okay, thank you for the reminder. I would have guessed like 35. Now, this is Fire Red, so he's less likely to explode, thankfully. Who's your moon starter? Oh, obviously Litten, because it becomes Incineroar, which is it's literally listed in the Pokédex as the heal Pokemon. And his finisher is the Darkest Lariat. So, like, that's like the, okay. I know I usually box starters or release them, but like,
Wonderful.
there's no way I could release that. Are you kidding me? Oh, hey, Ash. Why are you on Twitch? I hate change. Oh, just because sometimes I'm on Twitch, sometimes I'm on YouTube. I just like not keeping all my eggs in one basket, you know. So every once in a while I stream on Twitch. Although, I should probably do more of the Pokemon streams on YouTube rather than Twitch, just because more people there know me for Pokemon. And, you know, bills to pay. But then again, I am still getting subs over here. That's worth money. I don't get that payout for a while, but then again, neither do I for YouTube. It is what it is. All right, we gotta level up Cool Spot more. I have to confess, I accidentally knocked on a stream when I was trying to copy their username when I was about to raid. It was so embarrassing. Yeah, that would be embarrassing. See, that's why I hate, like, there's a big fucking knock button. I have a knock button on my own stream on my other monitor here. Like, I don't even know what happens if I click that. I don't know. I hate it, though. I don't know, it just feels so fucking rude, you know? Just trying to mosey in on someone's stream while they're live. Like, okay, if they're your friend and you have that kind of relationship, obviously that's fine. Oh, Cubone. I forgot I can get Cubone in here. Damn, so there was a chance I could have gotten Cubone instead of Ghastly. I mean, Ghastly's better, especially with Impossible Evolutions on. I do really like Cubone. You remember that one time our hero Cubone killed Mewtwo in the Pokemon Stadium Let's Play? That was awesome. And then when I did the Pokemon Stadium, or I did the Cubone Pokemon Red run, I had to go fight Mewtwo at the end. Koga's highest level Pokemon is 40 fucking 3. I know, is that not a huge level jump from Erica's gym? Because there's no major fight right now between us and Koga. Koga's the next major fight of the game. Yeah, OP Cubone. Guys, if you haven't seen the Pokemon Stadium Let's Play, me and some of my friends did a few years ago, it's on my YouTube channel, you gotta watch it. It's fun. It was the most popular Let's Play I have ever done in the over 100 Let's Plays I have done. It was also the most popular Let's Play I had ever done while it was live. You know, I've had a lot of Let's Plays that didn't get many views when they went up, but they got a lot of views slowly over the years. That one was really popular while it was live, which was very unique. Very, very unique for my channel. Never had that happen before. Have very rarely had that happen since. And that was 10 years into daily Let's Play videos. That finally I had a Let's Play that was popular while it was going up. It felt really good. Now, mind you, I'm way smaller than I was 6 years ago. So, like, is that ever gonna happen again? No, probably not. But it was really cool while it happened. That said, my Let's Plays are a lot more popular now than before I blew up. So even with my channel being a tiny fraction of the size it used to be, it's still way better than it was before that, and that is really fun. That, like, I can do a, you know, like, I'm doing Pokemon Ultra Moon, a journey right now with my friends, and is really fun. I'm having fun time with it, and there's enough comments on each episode that I can have fun reading each and every single one of them. You know, for years and years and years, when I did Let's Play videos, I would get between 0 and 3 comments on them when they were new. Which is a bummer sometimes, because you just, you know, I do these videos for me, but I also do them for you. So it meant a lot to me when people started watching them. Yeah, so King Graham was just falling to his death, and that means I got raided by Gao... How the fuck do I say this? Oh, okay, thank God. Okay, in the chat, there's actually like capitalization. It's Gao VT. Okay, on the Streamlabs pop-out browser thing, it's Gaugavut. Hey, Gao, what were you streaming? How's your day been? Are you like a viewer of mine, or do you just browse Pokemon people and you found me? Did I fight this one? No, okay. We're getting some levels in the Nuzlocke. All good, I'm also doing my first Nuzlocke. Hey! Just a bit ahead of you in Fire Red, that's awesome! Are you like one of the people who knows me from YouTube? Or did you literally just find another person doing a Fire Red Nuzlocke? Yeah, this is my first Nuzlocke. People have been like demanding I do this for like 7 straight years now. And I'm finally getting around to it, and I'm having fun with it. I thought I wouldn't have fun with it, because I had done like a lot of randomizer stuff in the past, and I didn't find it very fun. Just happened to see you also doing it, so I found you randomly. Oh, okay. Oh man, do I have any sunglasses around here? I gotta be Big League MDB. No, they're all downstairs. Hi, I have like 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm just really small on Twitch. You may have seen me in your recommended videos 6 years ago when I was still really big. You remember like when Pokemon Challenge videos was really popular? I was like one of the founding dudes of that. I do Pokemon Challenge videos every week. And then I do other stuff too. Like, you know, I did 10 years of daily Let's Play videos and stuff. So like I've done all kinds of stuff, but mostly people know me through the Pokemon stuff. So naturally, considering my literal job is beating Pokemon in goofy ways on YouTube every week, that is my full-time job. That is what my company is built around. Welcome to Twitch. Oh, it's not a thing of like, I'm new to Twitch. I've been live streaming since before Twitch existed. I'm like a founding member of Twitch. I was here in year 1, and I was around on like, what was it? Ustream. I was around on Ustream before Twitch was around and stuff. So like, no, I've been on Twitch forever. It's just, I'm not that big on Twitch. When I do my YouTube streams, those are bigger. Yeah, I was also here when it was Justin TV, but I also streamed over on Ustream. I did not stream on Owned TV, though, which was the gaming stream website before Twitch. That went out of business. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. I generally like the streaming environment more on Twitch than I do on YouTube, but I don't like to keep all my eggs in one basket. So I don't do all my streams on Twitch or all my streams on YouTube. Likewise, I don't like uploading everything to one channel. Just, you know, I've seen so many channels and so many websites get nuked from orbit for no reason. Like, literally just a bot will misunderstand something. So, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Too risky. Will we ever see Oblivion Remake playthrough, by the way? Maybe, like, stream-throughs of it. Or I could do, like, a Pokemon challenge, or Pokemon challenges. Okay, so some people only know me from Pokemon challenges, but I also do challenges in Bethesda games. The Oblivion ones are probably the funniest ones of those. The Fallout ones are pretty funny too, but the Oblivion ones are hilarious. God, I'm gonna have to grind so much to hit level 35. That's crazy. Or sorry, 45. Or 44? Something like that. 43? I don't know. I want to do more challenges in Oblivion, and I would love to do one in the Oblivion remake just to see how different it is, but like financially right now, it just doesn't make sense to do, you know? Right, Gao Gao, I don't know if you're still here, but can you tweet me and just yell at me to check out your Twitch? Because I know I'm gonna forget by the time I'm done this, because like I'm gonna stream for like another, I don't know, hour and a half or something, and then, oh, I should have switched. I'm gonna stream for like another hour and a half or something, and then I gotta go do a bunch of stuff around the house, and then I know by the time I sit down, I'm gonna forget. So if you tweet me and you remind me, then I can like bring up one of your stream VODs or something, and I can watch that on the side when I'm, I can watch that on the side when I'm like doing work later, which work for me later today is I need to try the Steel Gym and in Heart Gold and try to beat it with one Krabby. And then I need to go do the Rocket Tower Takeover and the Dragon Gym. And then if I have time after that and my voice isn't too wrecked, then I might do the voiceover for trying to beat Platinum with one Shedinja. Are you saying you have a life outside of us? I mean, not much, actually. Not much. Pretty much all I've done for 3 months is work. From when I got up to when I went to sleep, outside of walking breaks and cooking and eating. I think I've had 1 day off in that time. And, like, it wasn't, like, really a day off. Like, I still planned out Pokemon Challenge stuff on that day, but, like, you know, that took me less than an hour. So that's functionally a day off. And, like, I did a bunch of chores, but, like, you know, you do chores on your day off. I don't think doing chores means it's not your day off. If anything, you're more likely to do chores on your day off. I say chores, I mean, like, cleaning the house and stuff. Because, like, if you consider cooking a chore, I guess I do that every day. Actually, I haven't cooked yet today. All I had today was a protein shake. I just threw like a scoop of protein powder, a bunch of milk, and a bunch of mixed frozen berries in a blender, had that, and then got right to streaming. But later I'm cooking, probably like pierogies and onion, or maybe I haven't taken any boss out of the fridge. Do I have any reason to get Future Sight? It kind of sucks in this game. Like, yeah, 90 power is okay, but doesn't it like not even use... doesn't it not even use your type effectiveness properly? Cooking is a chore depending on what you're cooking. That's true. Last night, I failed to make dough twice. I spent over an hour of my life last night and most of a tub of Balkan yogurt trying to make a dough. Maybe I had to use Greek yogurt. I don't know. I used Balkan yogurt. It was... Oh, what am I doing? That's a drowsy. I gotta change. I used Balkan yogurt, all-purpose flour, and baking powder, and a pinch of salt. And I tried to make a dough out of it to, like, make to make, like, a dough ball, cut it into 4 pieces, flatten it out. I was gonna put some mozzarella cheese in it, flatten it, roll it over, flatten it back out again, pan fry it. I saw a recipe online for it, looked good. Tried to do it twice, fucked up twice. This was like fucking 1 in the morning. It was like, I spent like 11 at night until like 1:30 midnight failing this twice. Because I'd never made dough before. So I don't entirely know what I did wrong. I tried Googling some tutorials and stuff, and I couldn't find anything that really helped. It just stayed sticky forever. I gave it like 20 minutes each time. I don't know what I did wrong. So I'm probably gonna just ask my girlfriend, like, hey, can you figure out what I did wrong? Because she makes pizza dough. You know, she used to cook with her Oma, and her Oma used to make dough and breads and stuff. So she's experienced with that. My mom is experienced with that, but I'm not. So, yeah, I think I'll just get her to check it out and see if she can figure out what I was doing wrong. Cooking stream when? I don't really have a setup for that. I don't have any way to stream downstairs, which is a shame because I really like cooking. I cook every day. And I'm good at most of what I cook. But dough, that's completely new to me, and I fucked it up twice. I just work at it, and it just stayed unbelievably sticky and useless the entire time. It never changed texture at all, I tried to do more flour, That didn't help. I don't know. I was able to get it to stick to my hands less by like oiling my hands with a little olive oil, by doing a little water, and those helped a little bit, but it didn't get the dough any less sticky. By definition of being bread, every stream is a cooking stream. I mean, well, when you look at it that way, you can fuck up mixing a dough if it's too sticky. More flour and oil make it better. Yeah, maybe. I put a lot more flour in than the recipe said to by the end, and it still wasn't getting any better. I don't know. I think the recipe called for Greek yogurt, and I used Balkan yogurt, which is not the same thing. So maybe the proportions just had to be very different as a result. Also, it called for self-rising flour. I did all-purpose and just put 2 teaspoons of baking powder in, which should be the same thing. Oh yes, a doe, a deer, a female deer. Just use Go-Gurt. That's fucked up. That is so fucked up. This is the worst thing a human has said to me. Making dough with Go-Gurt. That's so fucked up. Ew. I'll have you know, in this household, Go-Gurt's for the cats. We have these tubes of like cat soup, I think it's called, but it's just like a soft like paste cat food that the cats love. Actually, Rocky doesn't care for it. Sabu loves it. I call it kitty Go-Gurt because it comes in like a Go-Gurt tube. Do a Danimals might get a free cruise with Zach and Cody. What the fuck are you talking about? I know The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, although I was a little too old to watch that one. I saw a tiny bit of it. What the fuck are Danimals? Are we talking about Danny Doring? Are we talking about the Danaconda? What are we talking about here? I mix dough for my house every day to make some chapati. A chapati. I don't know what that is. It was probably a skill issue for mixing, as you need to mush it down hard for like 10-15 mins. I do think that that's probably part of it, is that my my kneading technique probably not great. I looked at some tutorials, but like I was trying my best for that, and I set a timer. I spent 20 minutes on it each time, but the thing is, the texture didn't change at all, beginning to end. And that's what makes me think I had to have been doing something wrong. But, you know, you press it and stretch it out, and you fold it over, and you press it out, and you fold it over. And there's the picking it up and throwing it down thing. Like, I couldn't get it to work. I don't know, there's something I was doing wrong. Rival brand to Go-Gurt. I don't think we have that one here. I like that I thought that it was a Danny Doring reference, though. That's fucked up. They had a free promotion cruise with Zach and Cody. Apparently there was an incident with the winner, and they had NDAs after. Oh my god. Man, nothing makes me want to know what happened more than an NDA. Oh, I can't run in here. That's brutal. Okay. All right, well, we're grinding. What level do you think that Alakazam is gonna occur at? Like 36? I mean, I don't think we're gonna need to even hit level 40 to beat the Poison Gym, to be honest. To be H'ist. Question. And I think I know the answer. Alakazam, or, well, Kadabra, learns Psychic by level up. I'm pretty confident of that. I don't know what level, though. I'd like to know. Also, what level does Hypno learn Psychic? Because, again, I'm pretty sure it learns it by level up as well. It's an Indian bread, which you have with, like, butter chicken, but not naan. It's a healthier version. Okay, I like naan, and I love butter chicken. Used to make homemade butter chicken all the time. That was really good. But I actually don't know how to make that. I'll have to look up a recipe, because my ex-wife used to make that. We started with, like, the just the Costco canned butter chicken sauce, and we'd cook that with chicken and all that. And it was good, but then we learned, like, we just got a recipe book, and we're like, oh, it has a butter chicken sauce recipe in there, and we realized, like, oh, it's actually pretty easy. All you need is a blender, really, and we have a blender. So we started making our own sauce, and that was definitely better. Although there was nothing wrong with the store-bought sauce. It was fine. Kadabra learns Psychic at 36. Cool. It evolves at level 69, but only once it hits 420 XP exactly. Oh, I see. It's funny because that cheesy bread recipe I saw the other night that I was trying to do, it says that it was like a cheese naan recipe, but like, I don't think it was naan. And like none of the comments thought it was naan either. They were all calling it some other thing, but I don't remember the name of it now. I mean, if I just tell you the ingredients, you might know, considering you make a dough. It was Greek yogurt, self-rising flour, need a little bit of salt, knead the shit out of it so that it's a big ball. You cut that into 4 pieces and you make them into equal little balls. You roll it out. You put a little bit of cheese in the middle, fold that over, roll it out again. Then you throw that in a pan with a little bit of oil, fry both sides. Then you can like coat it in some garlic butter or something. And there you go. Going from YouTube videos live is a trip. I'm so used to your voice at 1.5 to 2 times speed. That's fucking crazy. So I listen to my own voice at 2 times speed sometimes while I'm editing, but they add like a reverb and everything to make it easier to listen to. I do not get people who listen to all their YouTube videos on turbo speed. One, I don't want my videos going faster. If anything, I'd want them going slower. I want them to last longer because it's like what I have on the side while I'm working or something. But 2, like, man, I worry that people are just fucking brain fried at this point. That they need to consume 8 things at a time and have them playing at quadruple speed. Do you still Bulbasaur? I do quite like Bulbasaur. I have been known to Bulbasaur every time and again. As an India butter chicken is one of the least tasty dishes in India, is very overrated. If you want to try good chicken gravy, you need to try chicken masala. Oh yeah, I've had chicken masala. Or chicken baradi, if you can handle spice on this. Yeah, no, I like spicy food a lot. I have a lot of Indian spices and everything. I've eaten a lot of Indian food. We have a lot of Indian restaurants here. Oh, thanks for the raid, Tiger Striped Monkey. What were you playing? No, but butter chicken is delicious, and chicken masala is also delicious. You can make it as tasty as you want to make it. You know, that's the wonder of cooking. You get to pick how many seasonings you put in, or how much seasoning you put in. Spider-Man. It's crazy that you say that. Because the music video for the song that's playing right now is just a dude dancing around in a Spider-Man outfit. Try chicken waradi, it's fucking tasty. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. I don't think I've had it before. But then again, I've been to Indian buffets. I don't know all the things I'm putting on my plate, you know? I don't know the names of all of it. I just know that it all tastes really fucking good. See, here's the thing. Do you think they should get rid of trade evolutions or at least make it possible to evolve in another way? Maybe. Probably. Yeah, probably. He's not some random dude? His name is Peter Parker? Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that was real life Peter Parker in the music video. I thought it was just some crazy person. Here we go. Learning Psychic. Okay, what do I get rid of for this? Because Reflect might be very useful. I don't want to get rid of Teleport because it's nice being able to teleport back from grinding, but I guess this is my least useful move. Yeah, I guess I should probably just get rid of Teleport. Because the thing is, I don't want to get rid of Psybeam because then I only have 10 power points on my only attacking move. I'm going to get rid of Teleport. Specifically, the Amazing Spider-Man movie tie-in game. It's surprisingly really good. Which game was that? Like what console or what year, you know? Oh, sorry, I'm getting a little bit of chest tightness. I'll be okay, it's my nerve issues. I got issues with the nerves in my shoulder and neck. Okay. Oh, I need more water. PS3, 2012. That's not Ultimate Spider-Man, right? I think that was after Ultimate Spider-Man. If so, I never played that one. I think the most recent Spider-Man game I played was Ultimate Spider-Man. If you want something mild but tasty, you can try chicken muntaza. If you want some red meat, try mutton Rogan Josh. I don't know about Rogan Josh, but Josh Rogan sounds like he'd be a podcaster. That's like 2008? Okay. Yeah, I don't necessarily need something more mild, but I'm willing to try it. Like, I think mild food can be tasty. It's just I also really like spicy food. I mean spicy food both as in hot food and also just food with very strong spice to it. You know what I mean? You eat Indian food. You know exactly what I mean by that. And I know you don't like sports, but if you ended up moving to my region of the country, I can convince you. Can I convince you to go to an American football game? Yeah, probably. I respect football and I think it's very cool. I just don't enjoy watching it really, because I think it's very cool that the national sport of the United States is this turn-based strategy game. I guess it's kind of a turn-based real-time hybrid, isn't it? Oh. Am I good? Sorry. The nerve pain in my chest just got pretty bad. Ooh. Long-time watcher of your YouTube channel. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Sorry, I gotta just, like, do this a little bit. I know this looks dumb and weird, but this is like a physiotherapy thing I'm supposed to do. I think I was, like, slouching or something. Get this man some Blood Bowl. I used to play Blood Bowl 2. That game is really good. Okay, no, that's better. The tightness went away. I got to just be really strict. I think I slept curled up a little bit, which sometimes really wrecks my body for the day. But, like, I gotta work. Normally, if I'm having a bad body day, I just don't stream because my body can't handle it very well. But, like, no, for real, dude, I gotta work. I gotta put those hours in. I like anything you make, thank you. I appreciate that. Have you ever seen... Ooh, meditate. Yeah, I think I want that over disable. Have you ever seen my Let's Play of Kirby Air Ride's City Trial Mode? Because if you haven't, that's a real hidden gem on the channel. You might like that one. I mean, your videos are also what got me sold on getting Blood Bowl 2. The Undead are your favorite team. Did I do a video on Blood Bowl 2? I don't even remember that. Yes? Oh, you have seen that one? Okay. Man, I gotta be able to think of one that you haven't seen yet, because I really like being able to recommend a Let's Play to people that they haven't seen, and then they go watch it, and then they get back to me, and they're like, fuck, that was really good. Are you looking anywhere near the home of AEW by chance? When you say the home of AEW, do you mean like Jacksonville? Cause like, yeah, the places that I'm looking at in like Florida, it's not like crazy far from that. The thing is, I don't own a car though, so like, I wouldn't really be traveling. Cars are expensive. I can't afford that shit. Like, if I wanted to have a car, I'd be picking between paying my mom's rent and having a car. Now, I'm not gonna make my mom homeless, so I'm gonna just not have a car. Yeah, they all live here too? Oh, okay. Not, like, Northwest Florida has some very affordable places. And the weather there is less likely to kill you than other parts of Florida. Specifically near Jacksonville Beach. Now, I'm assuming Jacksonville is probably high pop. I don't know. I haven't looked at Jacksonville specifically because I don't really want to live in a city. I grew up in Dunnville. Now, if you guys want to go Google search Dunnville, Ontario, Canada, it's a very small place. The census says that it has a higher population than it actually does, because the census includes all the people who live in like the rural communities near Dunnville. Even then, the population's only gone down and down. It's an unincorporated township. I lived in town. There was maybe 2,000 people in town, something like that. But the census said like 8,000, which, dude, we had one high school. We had one high school and 2 elementary schools, and they didn't even have that many people. No fucking way 8,000 people lived in town. We weren't incorporated for a reason. We're tiny. It was just a tiny little town on Lake Erie. So that's where I grew up. And then at the age of, I'm gonna say the age of 10, because I moved over the summer, over summer break, and then that September. No, I'm good. Sorry. I had a weird nerve feeling going down my leg, and I'm like, hold on, is my leg not moving right? Nope, my leg's good. Sorry. When the nerve issues get bad, it's not fun. Your 007 playthrough is old? Damn. That's awesome. Man, what was that, like 10 years ago now? That's awesome. Where was I? Sorry, that annihilated my train of thought. The nerve issues are rough right now. So someone gifted a sub? Oh, that was Roomies gifted you a sub. I think. Was it? Yes. No, Roomies didn't. That was Cobalt Codex. Cobalt Codex gifted you a sub. 12 years? Damn. Oh, it's Dunnville's close to where your best friend moved after middle school. That's funny. Do you know what year they moved? Because maybe we lived near each other at the same time. Anyway, yeah, so when I was turning 10, I moved to Burlington, which is a small city. I guess it's bigger now. But I lived in cities ever since. And it's not by my choice, you know, you move where your parents move. So I actually never chose anywhere that I've lived in my whole life, now that I think about it. I kind of had a choice in here, but really it was, it's like the soundtrack for a Sonic game's opening level? I don't think so. I don't feel that. Your dad is also from Hamilton? Oh, I lived in Hamilton for like 6 years. So yeah, I lived in Dunnville for 10 years, then Burlington for, I think it was like 6. It was 6. I think I was 16 when I moved to Hamilton. And then I lived there for like another 6 years or so. Then we lost our house, and me and my mom lived in a 1-room apartment in Toronto I lived there for a year until I was able to get enough money to move out get an apartment in Mississauga with my then girlfriend / ex-wife. She got a place in Mississauga. We moved in together because our combined income was just enough. We lived there for almost a year. We left early because roaches. Fuck that apartment. We moved to Oakville, where we had a small little townhouse with it was just like a living room / kitchen with a little bedroom and then a little side room that I had as my studio and like a bathroom. It was pretty small, but it was a nice little place. Kind of a loud neighborhood just because our place that we had was facing towards a major road, so it was kind of always loud. And we lived there for a few years, and then I blew up on the Pokemon challenges, and my landlord was rent-evicting me, which is to say he was always really nice to my face, but then he was starting the whole thing where like, oh, you lived here for a while and everything. Isn't it time that you move on to the next stage of your life? And we're like, what do you mean by that? And he's like, well, I'm actually going to be moving my niece into there. Now, he was lying to us. I fully believe It is fully of my opinion he was just lying to us because that is what shady landlords say to get you to move out, because they legally can't kick you out if you haven't done anything wrong, and we hadn't. I'm gonna just get rid of confusion. They legally can't kick you out if you haven't done anything wrong, and we hadn't. We always paid on time and everything, and the place was in great condition. But they can kick you out for very few reasons, and one of them is if they have family moving in. So he just said he's gonna move his niece in there. Now, I'm 99% sure that is not what was going on, and he's just a slimy fucker. Because although he was very nice in person, he also thought he could really trust me, and he was the kind of guy who, when he was alone with me and he was talking about other people, he'd drop the super smiley nice guy act and just call people rat bastards left and right. And I didn't forget that. So yeah, he didn't know that I had blown up and suddenly made a lot of money so I could actually afford to leave. If I hadn't blown up when I did, I would have been completely fucked. Asshole. So, we moved here, which wasn't really my choice, but it was kind of my choice. My then wife picked this place, but we saw 3 different places, and she wanted to live in the same city. And she found the real estate agent she wanted to work with, and we did the viewings together, and we collectively decided of the places we saw, this is the one. And so it was kind of my choice, but kind of not my choice, because like, if not for her saying, no, we still have to live in Oakville, I always want to live in Oakville forever. She doesn't live in Oakville anymore. She doesn't even live in Canada anymore. If not for that, I would have said, can we please not live in the city this time? But, yeah, that was not my choice. Oh, right, we don't even have Dig anymore because our Dig Pokemon fainted. Well, I bought Escape Ropes at the beginning for this very reason. Hypno, Psychic, and Hypnosis was a beast when I fought the Elite Four in Fire Red. Yeah, Hypno can be very good. It doesn't hit as hard as Alakazam, but it's very tanky. And also, the fact that it's also good with physical moves, that can be nice. That gives you a little bit of variety. Do you prefer houses or apartments? Oh, hands down houses, but I've never been able to afford one. See, this is something about growing up in Ontario, Canada. When I was in high school, everyone's heard me tell this story, but when I was in high school, the teachers would all tell us that we will probably never own a house, and we will live with our parents until we're 30, and they were right. Most people I know my age still live with their parents in their early 30s, or they live in a small apartment, likely one that they have roommates in. That is how bad housing is in Canada. Yeah, the United States has affordable houses to rent or own in many, many states. Now, I would prefer to be a home owner myself. But like, if I need to rent for a time, I need to rent for a time. I really don't want to ever live in an apartment again because it makes it very hard to have a home studio, and that's required for my job. Haven't lived with your parents since you were in college? Are you Canadian? And if so, congratulations. All right, I think it's the next floor. Or was it the previous floor? It was the previous. Wait, no. No, what am I doing? I came in here because I want to buy Pokeballs. That's this floor. Great Ball. United States? Oh, okay. That's a super depressing thing to say to students. They were telling the truth. I can't get mad at them at all for that. They were telling us the truth. Now, I hope they weren't right about the rest of that shit, because Mr. Wood was also telling us that by the time we're his age, and in fairness, I don't know how old he was. I think he was mid to late 40s, maybe early 50s. Mr. Wood was saying, hey, by the time you're my age, you're probably going to be dealing with a worldwide water crisis, and I won't care because I'll be dead. That's what he said. He meant that shit, too. He was right about everything else. Everything else. So I hope he's not right about that one. Hey, Bun, how's it going? Your brother owns a condo in Canada. My parents paid the down payment. My brother has a condo. Yeah. Hope he's not getting absolutely murdered with condo fees, because condo fees go up every year. I don't live in a condo, thankfully, but everyone I know who lives in a condo fucking regrets it, because condo fees have skyrocketed. You live in a small apartment with your dad. You're 31. We both tackle bills together. Yes, I'm in Canada. There you go. And I'm saying there's no shame in that, especially if you live in Canada. I don't know what affordable means to Canadians, but we have houses for rent for well under $2,000 a month here. Brother, you can't get an apartment for under that here. It's brutal. It's unreal. They've been calling it a housing crisis since I was a kid. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm 33 now. And it only got worse. Every year. It's nuts. Even the landlords are having a rough time now. They can barely make money either. Clutching my pearls for you? Yeah. Nah, I'll survive. I'll do whatever I gotta do. I'm thinking it's getting near that point where my mom probably just has to not have her place anymore and I gotta move her in with me. And I'm really not looking forward to that because love her to death. She loves me to death. We got a great relationship. We get along great when we're living together. That's not the problem. It's I don't want to downgrade her quality of living. I mean, look, she always puts on a strong face. She's completely fine with it. She's even suggested it, like, hey, if it's hard to afford. But like, I really don't want to do that. All right, that's like absolute last resort for me. It might have to happen soon, like within a few months. I don't know. I really don't want to do that because like she had it rough her whole fucking life. She grew up poor as shit, grew up under the poverty line, which like yeah, I can relate. And like her fucking husband was my dad, who's awful, getting fired from jobs left and right, manic depressive, alcoholism. Every time we had some stability, it didn't last. He didn't treat her right. Didn't take care of her right. She had to take care of fucking everything. She had to work the whole time and take care of the kids, and he didn't do shit. And like, I'm the first person in the history of our family who's actually been able to take care of her. And like, she doesn't she can't work anymore for health reasons. But like, she's tough as shit and she can handle anything. But like, no, I really pride myself on like, I'm taking care of her the way that she's fucking deserved for a really long time. And it drives me nuts, the idea that her quality of living might have to go down. So I'm doing everything I can to keep that from happening. And if that means I stream every goddamn day that I can and I spend every single other hour working on YouTube, that's what that means. No, she deserves better. Sorry, rant. Stresses me out. Okay, I wanted Ultra Balls because I really want to catch this Snorlax. But like, do you have mother-in-law suites on houses over there? I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I fully understand what that means. I think I've heard that term, but I don't know fully what it means, you know? I live in a duplex, but like, okay, it's crazy. I said that I live in a duplex once, and someone commented and they said, just have your mom move into the other side of the duplex. They seem to think that I own the whole building. Not only do I rent, but the other half of the building is owned by the neighbors, who are great people, by the way. I really like them. But I don't, like, what do you mean? What, am I supposed to buy it from them and then give it to my mom? That's millions of dollars. I don't have that. Brother, all my socks have holes in them. I can't afford to buy $1 million duplex. And also, if I was dropping $1 million on something, I wouldn't drop it on a shit-ass 25-year-old dilapidated Canadian duplex. Oh my god. I could go to the United States and buy a fucking mansion for that kind of money. It's basically a studio apartment on the same property as the house that you own or rent, separate buildings. You know, we probably have those, but I haven't seen one. Houses on my street in Texas we own would be $250,000 where I grew up in Alberta. Damn. Yeah. Oh, sorry, $750,000. Yeah. And Alberta's cheaper than Ontario. They're very common in the South. Oh, okay. We all have socks with holes in them. Yeah, but like I've been holding off on buying them new ones for ages. So like some of these socks, basically there's no front to the sock anymore. Actually, I'm getting new socks soon. My girlfriend just told me that she's sick of seeing me walk around with socks with gigantic holes in them, and she found a pair of really, really, really cheap socks and ordered me some socks, which was very nice of her. She didn't need to do that. Yeah, I need to sell some of this junk, don't I? Yeah, theoretically, houses exist in Canada. It's not that they theoretically exist, it's that theoretically they're building houses in Canada. All the time, every single political party, every election just brags and brags and brags about how many houses. Oh, wait, I shouldn't sell X items. Those might be important. I'm used to selling those because I can't use them in Pokemon challenges because no items in battle. Would Halifax be expensive? Way more expensive than moving to the United States, yeah. Dude, I've looked into it. There is not a single country, or sorry, not a single province in Canada I can move to that would be cheaper than just moving to America. The way mortgages work in Canada is criminal. My husband had a stroke when he realized the rates change every few years. Yeah, landlords right now are panicking like crazy because the rates just changed, and now they're all losing money on the condos that they all mass bought. There's a lot of foreign investors that are fucking hemorrhaging money right now because they thought it was a safe investment to invest money in buying Canadian homes before they're even built for the rest of time. So no Canadians ever got to own their own homes. And now they changed the interest rates and they're all just losing money like crazy. Good, fuck them. Look, I kind of agree with that, but also you need to have affordable housing for landlords, otherwise the investment to build the houses never happens. Time to move to St. John's. Can't wait to be neighbors. Hey, we might be. If we end up as neighbors, we can have shitty protein pancakes together and talk about how we wish we were eating real pancakes. I got a great Nigella Lawson cookbook. Actually, I don't have them anymore, but I still have the recipes. The ex-wife took the Nigella Lawson cookbooks. They were hers. It's completely fair. She's the big Nigella Lawson fan, not me, but I like the recipes. I got this Nigella Lawson American pancake recipe that really kicks ass. We can watch crap indie wrestling and good indie wrestling. Yeah. Let's be real though, the crap indie wrestling. Okay, no, okay, great indie wrestling is fucking special, but crap indie wrestling is its own breed of funny. It's like watching really bad B movies, you know? Like the shit you'd see on like Best of the Worst on Red Letter Media. There are some bad wrestling shows out there where like it's just cry laugh worthy. Plus, a lot of wrestling festivals here, they all retire here. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, Florida's pretty popular for retiring, isn't it? Well, one day if I can ever afford the money to move, I will. It's just I'll need to, like, consult lawyers and stuff about moving because I gotta move my business with me. You know, I love Botchamania, too. Seen every episode. Yeah, I gotta move my business with me. And like ideally I want to create jobs for people. That's like the goal. What am I doing? I'm just fucking rambling now. I gotta go catch this dude. Sorry, do I have hypnosis on him? Probably not because it's low accuracy. Oh no, I do still have it, okay. I really want to catch Snorlax because it's a great Pokemon, but my chance of actually catching it is kind of low. Watch, I'm gonna like lose Pokemon trying to catch this. Okay, I got 20 Great Balls. That is true. Texas is one of the places I've considered simply for the low costs, but I don't know. It's more likely going to be Florida at this point. Even North Carolina was really appealing for a long time, but even it's gotten quite expensive. Will you be using Lapras? Yeah, probably. I'll at least give it Surf and use it for HMs, but I'll probably use it. I mean, Lapras is a really solid Pokemon. Too bad Texas also sucks. Yeah, well, it depends on where you live in Texas. That's a big factor. Because, like, West Texas and East Texas and Central Texas, they're all completely different culturally and everything. Charlotte's a beautiful place. I'm sure it is, but I would never live in Charlotte. Again, I don't want to live in a big city. I got a friend who lives in Charlotte. She really likes it. Does Snorlax know any non-damaging fighting ground moves? Oh, I see what you're getting at there. Having Ghastly do the fight. Aren't both you and your partner Canadian citizens? Yes. How does getting a work permit / work visa work for immigrating to the US as a Canadian citizen? Well, I think it's called an H-1 visa. I forget if that's the acronym for it, but it's really easy to get in the States as a full-time YouTuber because you're bringing your job with you. And so it's actually very easy to get a work visa because I'm not taking anyone's job. I'm bringing my job to America. And then if I do well, I can create more jobs for Americans. This is exactly what they want. So that makes it really easy. Also, if I were to move to America, I'd be getting American citizenship as early as I can and renouncing Canadian because I don't want to fucking have to pay the double tax. Some people apparently don't have to pay the double tax, but Canada tries to still squeeze money out of you if you keep dual citizenship. So, like, if they try and squeeze money out of me, I'm just renouncing my Canadian citizenship. Fuck that. I'm not gonna get fucking extorted by a country just because I was born there. That seems ridiculous. Okay, I should probably go get the Ghastly. Should only know normal type attacks? Okay, I'm gonna get the Ghastly. That's a really good idea. Who was it who said that? Hand of Fate? Yeah, Hand of Fate. No, that's a great idea. Have the Ghastly so that I have that guarantee that none of my Pokemon faint. Now, does he know Hypnosis? Because that'll make it even better. He does have Hypnosis! I should hurt him a little first. Now, does Snorlax have Rest by default or only on level up? I don't know. Austin's comically expensive? Yeah, I've heard that. Again, if I were to ever live in Texas, I would never live in the big city. That's the thing is like, rest is like, but the rest, what's it gonna do with that? You expect to be annoying? Yeah. I'm gonna go Pokeloco. Curse doesn't have a type? Correct. Yeah, he might use Rest, and that might make this fight really annoying, but I mean, what the hell else? What the hell am I supposed to do, you know? Wait, can I just, yeah, use it from here? Okay, I don't expect this to do an amazing amount, but Snorlax is a Pokemon that has lower defense than special defense. This is how I thought it might go. You yawning bitch. Ugh. Wonder what nature he is. Oh my god. We're both just sitting there asleep. He just tried to yawn while, or snore while he's awake. No, my YouTube premium ad-free stream. No, it's okay. This is ad-free too, kind of, after you see the first ad. I have it set on Twitch so that you see an ad when you first come into the stream, but then you never see an ad during it. I don't know if they're seeing that right now, though, because I don't know if they're stuck in ad hell. You might need to ask them. Ah! He used Rest again. Fuck. A spite. Fuck you. I'm gonna make him run out of rests. God fucking fuck. No, if I throw my Pokeballs now, it's gonna break out. Its catch rate's really low. Please don't have Bite. No, it doesn't have Bite. It's Snore, Headbutt, Rest, and Yawn. I thought that was a crit for a second. Oh! Switch. Oh, Snorlax is stressing me out. Does everyone else in your streaming group watch wrestling? I mean, I don't really have a streaming group. You mean like in my group of friends? I think it's just Joe. I think Joe's the only one who watches wrestling in my group of friends, like, that I do Let's Plays with. Suki knows a little bit about wrestling because like she used to watch some wrestling pay-per-views with me, just some WWE stuff. Knows a little bit here and there, but Joe watches wrestling. This is the worst. There we go, there we go. It failed. Does that mean he's already out of rests? I'm gonna try again just in case. Okay, he might be out of rests. You bitch. If I sent you a wrestling Jeopardy game, would you be into it? Ooh. Like a physical game of Jeopardy, or is this like an online thing? Don't kill me. Okay. Does disable or taunt work? Oh, well, I got rid of disable because it's really inaccurate. Okay, I can't risk staying in. Maybe Kev can get a hit. You're right, Growlithe for the attack drop would have been good. Okay, no, I can't risk that. I'll get crit. I think we just gotta go to Shadow, the Hedgehog, and then put him to sleep and keep trying to catch him. This is gonna be a terrible catch rate. Okay. Oops. Sorry, I'm so used to the bag being on the bottom. I've been playing games where it is recently. Oh my god, we caught it like right away! Digital one I created. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, send that my way. What is it, on like Tabletop Simulator or something? Fire Pro Wrestling is on sale on Steam, MDB. Oh, that game's really good. Fire Pro Wrestling Returns. Or sorry, World. Fire Pro Wrestling World. Return was the PS2 game. Now that's a really, really good wrestling game. Yay! Yay! Okay, I gotta look away. It's literally just a PowerPoint. That's amazing. Okay, I gotta look away. The first name I see in the chat is who I named the Snorlax after. Kirby Yuna. How do I spell that? Kirby Una. Yeah! We got a fucking Snorlax. Now check this out. You can't pick up the leftovers under where he was. You have to get the item finder and use it right here to be able to pick it up. Hey, Morality. Hope you've been well. I'm having some nerve issues right now, but like I'm surviving. I think this is a cool spot situation. Oh. Man, I don't want to get rid of Big Man Kev, because he's got Fly, and he's still pretty good. It's hard to pick now. Maybe we just keep Snorlax in the back pocket for now. Yeah, we just got the Snorlax, like literally just now. Okay, now I need to get a Firestone. And in 2 level ups, I'm gonna use it, because I want him to get Flame Wheel. Look out for your Discord DMs, I'll send it over. Hell yeah, thank you. All right, now this route right here is where I usually grind Psychic types. I don't think I'm gonna have to grind it though, I don't know. Well, I say that. Koga might not be an issue, but his gym might be. Because Koga's gym has a lot of tanky Psychic type Pokemon. It's actually a really difficult gym, and yet the gym leader fight itself is not horrible. Someone in the chat yelled Bob. Is Bob here? Did Bob arrive? Has a wild Bob appeared? You've been keeping up with New Japan? A little bit here and there. I saw Wrestle Kingdom and New Year's Dash. Knockout Bros are really cool. I like them. We were watching, and I had never seen them before. Yudo Ice and Oscar. Instantly, they're doing their entrance, and I'm like, ooh, I like how these guys look. And then we're watching them wrestle, and I'm like, damn, I really like these guys. And then we learned that Oscar is German, and my girlfriend is half German. She grew up with her German grandparents, and she's like, oh, he's German. And then the thing that really won us over is we realized he has a tattoo. I think it was on his arm. I don't remember. He had a tattoo, and it was of the elements from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and she's huge into Avatar: The Last Airbender. Instantly, Oscar was over in this household. We're like, oh my god, he is the last airbender. And yeah, no, instantly we love that guy. Yeah, W tattoo. He's also like fucking 7 feet tall. Bob Wolf of the Wolf Den, creator of the world's shittiest bridge in Minecraft. Yes, that is the Bob that I was wondering. It's funny because me and my mom were just talking the other week about that Minecraft Let's Play. And then I was in a call with AJ, and me and AJ were talking, and because he was interviewing me for Pokemon stuff that's going to go up on his channel. And Bob also is getting interviewed for that. He's interviewing a bunch of people for that. So we have like a 2.5 hour long interview, and he's probably going to use 1 minute from my footage. He also didn't tell me I was going to be on camera, so I looked disheveled and horrible. He interviewed me for that, and we ended up just talking about that Minecraft playthrough we did together and Bob's shitty bridge. Does AJ have style? He's not that stylish of an AJ. He is pretty stylish, but he's not that stylish. Hey, he's evolving. So, okay, idea I want to run by you, Cody. You know wrestling. I know wrestling as a fan perspective, at least. Longtime fan perspective. Not exactly the same thing. If we meld our brains together here, your experience of actually wrestling and my experience of watching a frankly unhealthy amount of this strange theater, I have an idea that I would like to pitch, and I don't want to oversell it, but it's the greatest idea ever. What if AJ Styles, you know, he retired from the in-ring wrestling, the in-ring. I like Doki, if you know who that is. Yeah, he's pretty good. I saw him fucking explode his arm the other year. That was awful. That was Doki, right? Who blew his arm to shreds? Or was that Despy? I don't remember. I think it was Despy versus Doki, and I don't remember which one annihilated their arm. Anyway, my idea. So AJ, he just retired, right? He lost to Gunter at WrestleMania. I watched that. Hey, Hideo. So what if he retires, he does his big farewell and everything, does a little tour, everybody's like, okay, I'm sailing off into the sunset. 1 week later, we start getting vignettes. A manager is coming to town, a new manager to the stars. We have our new Bobby Heenan coming in. And it's a new dapper older gentleman with a monocle, with a bowler hat, with a suit, looking good, with like a faux British accent. In comes stylish Alan Jones, the new manager to the stars. And they never, not a single character on the show, acknowledges that this is AJ Styles in a monocle and a bowler hat. You can't convince me that in modern wrestling, this would not get unbelievably over. This is like the best shit ever. I'm not, like, saying that I might be a wrestling genius. I'm saying that I am a wrestling genius. I think if you bring him to TNA, it works. I think it works no matter where you bring him, because that's the greatest idea that a human has ever come up with. Are you telling me that stylish Alan Jones isn't money? WWE doesn't have enough open air time to let it breathe. Okay, that's fair. That is a fair point. He would... God, okay, I was about to say he would get lost in the shuffle, and then I stopped myself, because how fucking depressing is that? That AJ Styles gets lost in the shuffle, but, like, it's true. They have 8 million people on the roster. TNA can just be the Nick Aldis and be on every segment. I like Nick Aldis, I'll have you know. However, a lot of people, I know a lot of people really didn't like him in TNA. I liked him in TNA. Okay, this is the kind of wrestling nerd I am. When I was in, I think I would have just graduated high school. In my WWF No Mercy ROM, I made the British Invasion, and they were my tag champs. When I was playing SmackDown vs. Raw 2010, I think it was, on the DS, you know who I was playing as? Because you make a creator wrestler. I saw that there was a Union Jack tank top you could wear. I made Big Rob Terry. You could actually make a decent Rob Terry in that game. Oh my god. Has there ever been like a more cartoon character pro wrestler look than Big Rob Terry? I remember when he was the freak in the Menagerie. I loved the Menagerie, but I'm a big Mike Knox guy, so that makes sense. I also like Crazy Steve a lot. I think that was Crazy Steve's first gig in TNA. This does not surprise me. Yeah, I think you know enough about me at this point to know that I like a lot of things that people tell me I'm an idiot for. I mean, I like pro wrestling and people think I'm an idiot for that. I think you can at least agree with me that they're in the wrong on that one. So yeah, you can probably see why this is a great spot to train with a Versus Seeker, by the way. Because, like, it's a bunch of trainers all in one spot that you can sweep. So, like, you don't even need to walk much before you can use it. By the way, a little detail here. Don't you love that the light poles here look like Pokeballs? How cool is that? I have a surprise to show you at the end of this route. Tiger Stripe Monkey says, I mean, I love Carlito. I love Carlito too. I don't think... Okay, people make fun of me for loving Mike Knox because they don't know any better and they don't know that Mike Knox is fucking great because all they did was see him get super kicked once by Shawn Michaels. They didn't see this guy put on fucking killer matches with, like, Kofi Kingston and fucking Matt Sydal. They didn't see this guy on the indies kicking ass. They didn't see this guy in TNA, or they didn't see him in TNA, where he didn't really get to show fully what he could do, but he was good. They didn't see this guy on NWA where he won the fucking 2023 Crockett Cup. Dude, 2023 Crockett Cup was like the greatest thing I had ever seen in my entire goddamn life. Because Trevor Murdoch and Mike Knox are two of my all-time favorite wrestlers growing up. And then they came out of retirement. They both came out of retirement for NWA. They both were having, like, the best runs of their careers, and I was loving everything they were doing. The promos were great. The matches were great. The story was great. Like, I was loving everything that they were doing. Mike wasn't doing a whole lot before that. He was just part of the Cardona family, but it was still fun. It was a fun time. Whereas, like, Trevor Murdoch, World Heavyweight Champion, I was fucking loving. I will never forget the speech he gave on his second world title run after he won. That shit sticks with me to this day. Anyway, they form a tag team. It ends up being a really awesome tag team. And then they win the Crockett Cup and the World Tag Team titles. Never in a million years could you convince me that, like, these two completely random childhood favorites I had would come back, become a tag team, and become the World Tag Team Champions in the NWA, and that I would get to watch that as it came out. Holy shit. It was so good. And they do the old, they do the sweet and sour. They do the high-low, the old Caden Murdoch tag finisher, the chop block and clothesline. It's so cool. All right, check this out. There is a max elixir right here near the very bottom of Cycling Road. I get it every single Fire Ed run because a lot of my runs are solo runs, and in solo runs it's really important you know where the ethers and the elixirs and the PowerPoint ups are, because it's very easy to run out of PowerPoints on important moves in the Elite Four in a solo run. What do you think about Nacho Libre? I never saw it, sorry. I haven't seen a lot of like wrestling media made for people who aren't wrestling fans, because most of the time when I watch it, it's not very good. It's meant to appeal to people who aren't wrestling fans. It doesn't appeal to people who are wrestling fans. Yo, Twitch, fix your app, man. They're never gonna fix their fucking app. I swear to God. Put him on NXT, then put who on NXT? Sorry. How am I gonna beat the trainers in the gym? They're mostly psychic type. There are some poison ones, if I remember right, but it's mostly like Hypno and Drowsy. And Sandslash, I think. It's like really weird Pokemon for a poison gym. AJ with the bowler hat? Yeah. Yeah, put him on NXT. Fuck it. People would love him there. Dude, okay. Here's a mindfuck that I heard someone say, and I was like, oh damn, you're right. Take any gimmick from the new generation era of the WWF, put it on modern day NXT, and the crowd would be super into it. That's probably true. So I was a big Duke the Dumpster Drosy guy. I thought the Trash Compactor was a kick-ass finisher. I thought the character's look was really cool. And I love the whole, it's time to take out the trash, and then crowd goes mild, and then he shoots him off the ropes and hits the Trash Compactor. It was awesome. Now I'm less of a Duke the Dumpster Drosy guy now that he got caught with like with a fucking child porn. Less of a fan of him now. But like the character Duke the Dumpster Drosy, that was fun. That was a fun character. I like that one. The guy who played him, nah, he can go to hell. Can we just get like someone new playing Duke the Dumpster Drosy? Oh my God. What if Otis became Duke the Dumpster Drosy? Put him in the overalls, put him in the thing, and he goes, you know, it's time to take out the trash, and he does his big power slam. You can't tell me people wouldn't go crazy for that. That would be so kick-ass. He would be such a good Duke the Dumpster Drosy. You gotta give him a new name. You could be Duke the Dozer Drosy. I don't know. AJ Styles comes back as Duke the Dumpster Drosy. He has the hair for it. Oh my God. Fuck it, I'll retire and bring it back. Yeah, can you do the Trash Compactor? You ever seen that? It's like if I remember right, it's like the tilt-a-whirl lift thing, but then it goes down into like a power slam. It's really cool looking. And you gotta be like a tall guy to do it. You're a pretty tall guy. I think you could make it look good. Well, I guess Otis isn't tall, but like Otis is like so thick. He's like a big ball of rubber, you know? Like I feel like it would look pretty cool coming from him as well. You're very familiar with it. Okay, you know the move. You know the move. It's a cool move, right? I don't know, it's a cool move. It's got a little extra flair to it that makes it stand out from just like a regular power slam. Not that I don't love a good running power slam. A good running power slam can look pretty sweet. Who had like a good running power slam? Obviously British Bulldog, he had a really good one. Who else? Like Dennis Condrey, he had a good running power slam. Sometimes looked a little crazy, but that's the thing is like, I kind of like that his wrestling sometimes looked a little messy. Because a real fight sometimes looks a little messy, you know? It often looks a little messy. I feel like he knew how to bring that into the match. He knew how to bring that little bit of messiness into a match without making it like dangerous. I don't think he ever dropped anyone on their head. I mean, he did brain busters, but I don't think he ever actually dropped them on their head. I guess you could say the same thing about Bobby Eaton, right? He knew how to make it look a little messy. He knew how to make it look more like a real fight. He knew how to make it look like he wasn't just waiting for someone to dive on him. God damn, he's good. He was really good. No, Bobby Eaton's unreal. What a fucking dude. Honestly, too good of a finisher for how they treated the gimmick. That's true. I mean, that's true of a lot of things, though. Okay, I say a lot of things. I'm not gonna go saying like all of the gimmicks in the new generation era, like the kind of failed like 2 jobs gimmick. Like, okay, the Goon, which very funny name in retrospect. The Goon was like a hockey player enforcer. I don't hate the gimmick, but his finisher was he'd take you outside the ring. He'd bring his opponent outside the ring. He would bring them to like the corner, because they had like a corner walkway into the arena. He'd bring them into like the corner area out by the stairs. And then he'd like walk away a little bit, then he'd run at them and cross-check them, and then win by countout. Yeah, his finisher was a DQ. He'd cross-check them outside the ring, and then they'd get counted out. I mean, there's no way he ever won a match on Raw, right? Oh my god, you loved that gimmick? Like, don't get me wrong, I kind of love that gimmick. It's kind of great, but it's also like, you are never gonna be the star with that gimmick. You are never gonna like hit, okay, you know, in fairness, I was about to say you're never gonna hit that move and have people like pumped. People are never gonna be like, oh, he's gonna hit the cross check, or he hits the cross check and they're all jump on their seats, hooray! I can't wait for the Goon to win. But in fairness, the Goon wasn't the good guy. You weren't supposed to be cheering the good guy. The Goon's cross check wasn't supposed to be a move you jump out of your seat for. It's supposed to be like, oh, that bastard, you know. So like, okay, that's a good point, you know. It's like the Rude Awakening, you know? The Rude Awakening is not like a super big exciting move. It's one of those moves where you're like, ooh, that sucks, that hurt, you know? It's not like a big out of nowhere super exciting thing. It's not an RKO. It's, you know, he fucking twists their neck around after hitting like a pile driver or something, then he swivels his hips a bit and drops them in a nasty ass neck breaker. Then again, I have to be the only person to have ever compared the Goon and Rick Rude. It's probably not a good comparison. Am I right in thinking that the Goon was originally supposed to be played by Chris Jericho? And I think they also may have shopped it around to Tracy Smothers. What the fuck was Tracy Smothers' name at that point? Was he Freddie Joe Floyd? What the hell was Freddie Joe Floyd's finishing move? I don't know. I have no idea. I feel like he usually won by like DQ. Or like, well, not DQ. I mean, he won through like cheating. Like he'd like roll up feet on the ropes or something, or like count out. Honestly, most of the moves I can remember him doing is jabs. He did a lot of jabs. I like Tracy Smothers though. Tracy Smothers is a funny guy. I could listen to Tracy Smothers promos forever. Everything was a murky finish back then. That's true. Especially if you're the bad guy. If you're the bad guy, then you probably shouldn't be winning in a way that makes you look super cool. I mean, unless your gimmick is like that you're killing people, you know? Yokozuna had definitive clean wins over people until he was like, you know, against like Hogan or someone. Yokozuna had definitive clean wins, but that's because like Yokozuna's 400 plus pounds would fucking belly to belly you through the core of the earth and then give you the bonsai drop. No human on earth could believably kick out of the bonsai drop. Are you kidding me? Okay. I'm getting a lot of chest tightness. My neck is rough. I'm running out of time. I need to get some walking in, and then I gotta play a whole lot of Pokemon, so I should probably wrap this up. I would just like to remind everybody real quick who has no idea what I'm talking about that Midian is significantly better than you remember. Dennis Knight was always a fantastic wrestler that no one gives enough credit to. He was fucking great. That big man could move. He was very fun. He always gave his gimmick 110%. And if you ever listen to what the hell he's saying in those matches, you put your headphones on so you can tell what he's saying. He's funny as hell, that guy. You could tell he was having fun in there, and the wrestling was great. I got nothing bad to say about him. And you know what? People like to say King Mabel sucked ass. King Mabel rocked. Yeah, he injured a couple people, whatever. King Mabel kicked ass. His theme was awesome. The presentation was awesome. Him as a bad guy was the fucking best thing ever. And then he became Viscera, and that was awesome. And then he became a sex haver, and that was awesome. And then he was Big Daddy V, which is a gimmick that I can't explain to anybody in a way that would make any sense. I can't tell you what the hell Big Daddy V was, but the look was awesome, and the theme was awesome, and the matches were awesome. And you know what? No, that dude is just like the best ever. All right, I got some stuff to go do. This whole thing will be uploaded on YouTube later tonight. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.